Hello everyone, I am Khanam and this is my 12th video in PHP CRUD series. In this video, we are going to learn about how to search the data and how to get the data from the database when I search in this input field. Okay, here if I show you my database and in this table I am having this data. Here you can see I am having this 5 data 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now here inside this input field you can see here I am having this ID, fname and lname. Okay, I have given the condition in such a way that I can give either ID, I can give either fname or lname. Okay, first I'll just give here Ria. You can see here I am having this Ria here. I'll just give here Ria. I'll enter. You can see I am getting this data here, and when I click on this ID number you can see I am having this welcome Ria and your email is. Okay, I am having this output here. Now if I just give here ID number of Ria, that is 19, I'll search. You can see still I'll be getting the output. I'll just click here and here I have this page. I'll just come back. Okay, in my database if you see here for Seema I have the last name as Mishra and here I have the first name as Mishra. So let me just give here Mishra. I'll just give here Mishra. I'll search. You can see both the data is being displayed to me. Now if I click on this, I'll be getting welcome Seema. I'm just displaying the first name, so whatever first name I'm having, that will be welcomed. Here you can see I'll be having this welcome Mishra and the email ID is whatever is stored inside the database for Mishra, that will be displayed to me here. I'll just come back and if I just give here K, you can see K and K is matching here. So if I just give here K, I'll search. You can see wherever I have K, that data will be displayed to me. Okay, you can see here. Now if I just give here Khanam, search, you can see only this data will be displayed, and here if I just give Ria, only Ria data will be displayed and that data will go. And here I have Rima. I'll just give Rima here, Rima, search, and I'm having Rima data here. If I click on this ID number, you can see I'm having this welcome Rima. I can also give the ID number of Rima 21. It is still going to give me the same output. I'll click on this and here I'm having this data. Okay, now in this tutorial we are going to learn this one. Okay, we will see how to write the code for this and we will understand how to fetch the data from the database. Okay, this entire data, how to search the data and how to display that data here. Okay, so let's get started into the course. Now we are going to continue our series, and in our series we were working in this table series CRUD. Okay, now for this table we are going to search the data. You can see I'm having this ID, fname, lname, email, mobile number. We have seen how to insert checkbox data. We have seen how to insert radio buttons data, and also we have seen how to insert select options data. Okay, now from this table I'm going to search the data and I'll be displaying it here. Okay, like this. Now I'll just search for Khanam. Search, you can see I'll be getting this data here. Okay, now let's get started. Here I have my VS Code editor and here I'm just going to create one new file. I'll give my file name as search.php. Now inside this file I'll just write this boiler template of HTML, and here I'll just change my title. I'll give my title as search data. Now below this, from update.php, I'll just copy this CSS link from here. I'll just copy this bootstrap CSS and inside this search I'll just paste that one here. Now inside my body I'll just create one div, and for this div I'll give the class name as container. Inside this div I'll be creating one form. Action I'm just going to remove, and I'll give the method I'll just give post. Okay, I'll be using post method to access the data. I'll just give here post. Now inside form, first I want input field. You can see here first I have this input field and here I have this search button. Okay, here I'm just going to create input field. Type, let it be text. Placeholder I'll just give here. Placeholder I'll be giving here search items. Okay, let me give here search data for better understanding. Search data. Now below this input field I'll be creating button. I'll just create button, and inside this button I'll just give the text as search. I'll save this, and now okay, I'll just copy this path. I'll copy this file path and here I'll be pasting that file path. I'll paste, and from here I'm just going to remove this entire thing. I'll be writing localhost, enter, and if you see here I'll be having this input field and search button here. Okay, now we are going to add some styling here. I'll just give here margin. I'll save this, and now if you see here I'll be getting some space from above. Now for my button I'll just give the class name. Class I'll be giving btn dark. I'll save this, and now if I refresh this one you can see I'm having this button here. Okay, for button and for input field I have to give name attribute, only then I can access the data. Here for input field I'll be giving this name attribute. I'll just give here name attribute. I will be giving here search. Okay, you can give any name here, and here I'll just give name attribute, and here I'll just give submit. Now you can see here my input field is ready. Now I have this placeholder, I have my input field, I have this button. Okay, my button is very large. Okay, I'm just going to give one more class btn_sm. I'll save this, and now if I show you the output, my button is smaller. Okay, now once we are done with this, now once I enter the data and once I click on search, my table should be displayed here. Okay, like this. Okay, this table should be displayed. So for that we are going to write PHP code here. Now below this form I'm just going to create another div, and for this div I'll just give the class name as container, and also I'm just going to give margin. Now inside this div I'm just going to create the table. I'll just write table here, and I'll be giving this bootstrap class table. You can see here I have to display the headings and I have to display the rows. Now when I click here K, you can see this heading is displayed only once, only this table row is displaying 2 times. So for that we have to write the code now. Now here I'll be writing PHP. I'll just write this PHP syntax, and here I'll be closing my PHP. Now here inside this I'm just going to check if is set my $post if it is equal to submit. Okay, whenever I click on submit button, only then it should work. I'm just checking the condition here. If I click on this search button, I'm just checking the condition. Once I click, only then I have to execute this whatever I have inside this if statement. Now inside this I'm just going to create one variable. I'll give my variable name as search, and here I want to access the data whatever I have inside my input field. Okay, so I have to give the name attribute of my input field. I'll copy this one, and here I'm pasting that one. Okay, whatever data I type inside my input field, I'm just accessing that one, and I'm storing inside this search variable. Now below this I'm going to write one query. I'll just create one variable SQL. I'll be giving here select star from table name. My table name, I'll just come to my database series CRUD. I'll just write my table name here. I'll be writing series CRUD, and here I'll just give the condition where my table ID, okay, this column ID, this table is having this ID column, I'm just giving that one, it is equal to this one. Okay, whatever I enter and whatever data is stored inside this variable, I'm just giving that one here. Okay, I'm just checking one condition here. Later on I'm just going to increase this condition. Now I have just given the condition select all the data from this table where my ID, this column ID is equal to whatever data is present inside my input field. Okay, only that data should be displayed. Now below this I'm just going to execute this query. I'll just create one variable result, and I'll be writing this one MySQLite query, and inside this I'm just going to pass this 2 parameters. First is my connection and second is my SQL. Okay, once I have used here connection, I should also connect to my database. Here I'll just come here. Here I'll be writing this PHP. I'll just close this syntax of PHP. Here I'll just write this include, and I want to include my connect.php file. In this file I have connected to my database. You can see here inside connect.php I have this code. I'm just including that file so that I can be connected to my database. Now here I have just created one div. Inside this div I'm having this form, and inside this form I'm having this input field and button. And for this input field I have given the name attribute search, and for my button I have given the name attribute submit. Now once I click on this, I should display the table. So I am just creating one more div, and inside this I am just giving this table. Now here I am just taking the condition whenever I click on submit button, only then whatever data is present inside the input field that I am storing inside this variable. And here I am just writing this query select star. Star means I am selecting all the data from the database, and my table name is this one where my ID is equal to this. Okay, whatever data is stored inside this, whatever ID is stored inside this, I am just giving that ID to this ID. Suppose if I just give here, I'll just come here. If I just give here 12, I'll just come to database. Okay, here I don't have 12. If I give here 1, okay, this ID whatever I have here, that will be matched with this one, and only this data will be displayed. So I have just written this query, and here I am just executing that query using my SQLite query. Now once it is successfully executed, I'll check the condition if result, which means that I am successfully executed. Now here I am just checking the condition. If my query is executed successfully, then I have to check the number of rows inside this one. Okay, I just did not show you one more thing. If I just come to my project here, demo project, if I just give here data which is not present inside my database, and when I search here, you can see I'll be getting this data not found. Okay, because whatever I search, that is not available inside my database, and this message will be displayed to me. Now here if I give Khanam, you can see that data will be displayed. If I just give another DD search, you can see data not found, because this DD is not present inside my database. Okay, so for that we have to check this condition here. Okay, here I'll just show you, before that I'll just show you the output of this. I'll be writing this one, MySQLi num rows, and this method is going to give me the number of rows present inside my database. Now this is my query. I'll just copy this one, and here I'll be pasting that one. I'll save this and I'll just do echo. I'll be giving here num. I'll save this, and now if I just come here and if I refresh this, you can see here nothing is being displayed, because here I have given the condition whenever I click on this submit button, only then whatever I have written here, that should be executed. Now once I click on the submit button, you can see I'm getting the output as 0 here, because here I have given the condition where my ID is equal to, I'll just remove this ID as of now. I'll save this. Now I'll just refresh this one. Now when I click on search, you can see I'll be getting the output as 8. Now if I show you my database, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Total 8 rows I'm having inside the database, and here I got the output as 8. This method is going to return me the number of rows present inside my database. Now using this method, we will see if our okay, I'll just write the condition now. Okay, we will check the condition. If my number of rows is greater than 0, only then the data is present inside the database, and that data should match with my ID, and that data will be displayed. If it is less than 0, that data is not present inside the database, and it should be displayed to me data not found. I'll just do Control Z. Okay, now here I'll just write this condition. If MySQLi num rows, okay, this method, and inside this I have to pass this result. If it is greater than 0, only then I have to execute this now. Now inside this, first I have to display my table header. I'll just write here echo, and here inside this, first I'll just write here table head. Below this I should be writing here table row, and I have to display table headings. I'll just give here table heading, and first table heading I'll just give here serial number. I'll just close this one. Okay, better I'll just come outside of the PHP and I'll be writing this one, and later on I'll just copy paste that one. Table heading, and second I'll just give here first name. Okay, whatever you want you can just display. You can display email, you can display mobile. Okay, based on your choice you can display whatever you want. And here I'll just give here last name. I'll just copy this one, and here I'll be pasting that one, and from here I'll just remove this. I'll save this one. Now here I'm just having this error. I'll just close using semicolon. I'll save this. Now this is my if condition. I'll just bring here. If my number of rows, if it is greater than 0, only then it should display this table heading, and below this I'll just close this table row here. I'll be closing my table row and also my table header, table head. Okay, I have just closed this one. I'm just printing this one. If my number of rows is greater than 0, I have to display this table heading. I have this serial number, first name and last name. Okay, once my table header is displayed, now I have to fetch the data from the database. To fetch the data from the database, we have one more method, that is nothing but MySQLi fetch ASOC. So for that, here I'll just create one variable. I'll give my variable name as row, and inside this I'm just going to write this one, MySQLi fetch ASOC. And here I'll just pass my result variable. I'll just pass this one. I'll close this. Now here I have to display my table row. Here I'll be writing here table body, and inside this one, okay, I have to echo this. I'll just write here echo. I'll just close this one. Now below this one I have to display one table row, and here I have to display table data. Now I'll just close my table row here, and also I'll be closing my table body. You can just copy this code from Bootstrap. I am just writing this one so that you will understand what I am doing. Now inside this, here I'll just come here. I'll be writing table data. I just need 3, so I'll just write here. For first I'm just going to concatenate dot row. Okay, this data I'm getting from the database, so I'll just write here whatever column name I'm having inside the database. I'll just write that one. I'm just going to concatenate this. I'll just copy the same thing, and here I'll be pasting that one, and here I'll just write f name. I'll just copy this and here I'm going to paste that one, and I'll just give here L name. I'll just copy this and I'll just cut from here, and here I'll be pasting that one. Now here I'm having this output. I'll just write here $row and also $row. I'll save this. This whatever column names, okay, this whatever I have given here, that you can see that is my column name, okay, F name, L name and ID. Okay, that you have to pass here, and that data I am getting here, I am storing inside my table data here. I'll just format this now. I'll just format this, and this also I'm just going to format. Now if I just show you again, you can see I'm just giving this query, select star from table name where my ID is equal to this. Okay, I'm just giving the condition. Only once I enter the ID number, only then the data will be accessed. It will not work for first name and last name. Okay, I'll just give the condition here now. Now here I'm just executing that query. I'm just checking the condition. If my result is executed successfully, I'm checking the number of rows. If it is greater than 0, only then display this table header, and here I'm just accessing all the data from the database, and here I'm just displaying inside my table row. Okay, now once I am done with this if condition, you can see here this if condition ends here. This if condition ends here. Here I'll just write else condition. Okay, if it is not greater than, okay, if it is less than 0, if my number of rows is less than 0, I have to display this one. I'll just write here echo, and inside this echo I'll be writing my h2, and I'll just write here data not found. I'll just close my h2, and also I'm just going to give class name. I'll just give class I'll be giving text danger. I'll just give text danger. I'll save this and I'll just close using semicolon. I'll save this. Now if I just come to my project, I'll just refresh once. Now when I give ID number 1 search, you can see this data is being displayed to me. Whatever is present inside my table, okay, ID number 1 Khanam is displayed to me. You can see here this data is displayed to me. Now instead of this, if I just give here LL search, you can see data not found. And if I just give here another ID number 88, you can see data not found. Okay, this data is not present inside my database and that is not been displayed to me. But if I give here name Khanam search, you can see again I am getting this data not found, because I have just checked the condition for my ID. Only once I give ID, only that data will be displayed. If I give here 4, you can see at 4 I have this Sanya. I'll just write here 4. I'll search. You can see I am getting this 4 data Sanya. So I have to write the condition for when I give this F name, then also the data should be displayed, and when I give this L name, then also this data should be displayed. So for that we have to use OR. Here I'll just write OR condition, and here I'll be writing my F name, that is column name. F name is equal to this variable. Okay, I'll just copy this one and here I'll be pasting that one. I'll save this. Now if I just refresh this one, now if I give Khanam search, you can see again I'm getting this output. But if I give here L name, last name, suppose here I have this last name as Mishra, I'll just give here Mishra. I'll search. You can see data not found. Okay, so for that we have to use one more OR condition, and here we have to give L name. OR condition is nothing but either it can be true, either it can be, or either it can be. Okay, any one of this. I'll just close using single quotes here. I'll save this. I'll just refresh this one. Now if I give here Mishra, you can see here this data is been displayed to me. Okay, last name Mishra has been displayed to me. Now the problem is, now here in my demo project, if I just give here Mishra, enter, and you can see 2 fields I am getting. Okay, this Mishra is matching for my last name and this Mishra is matching for my first name, and that data is been displayed in my row. But here in my project, if I show you my database, here you can see I am having this Khanam. So many times I am having Khanam. Here I am having, here I am having, here I am having. Okay, so many times I am having, but only once it will be displayed. You can see if I just give here Khanam search, okay, only one time it is getting displayed on, and only the first data, whatever is present here, that is being displayed. This data and this data is not been displayed here when I search. So for that we have to wrap this whatever we are fetching this data, we have to wrap inside while loop. Okay, you just have to write here while loop, and here I am just going to wrap this. I'll just close my while loop. I'll remove semicolon. I'll open this curly braces. I'll just cut from here, and here I'll be closing my curly braces. I'll save this. Now I'll just refresh this one. I'll just refresh this. I'll give Khanam, search. You can see all the data wherever I'm having Khanam, that is been displayed to me. You can see here I'm getting Khanam, but in my database, if you see here, I'm having here Khanam, okay, this two data is been displayed because it is matching exactly with Khanam. But here this Khanam is not been displayed. You can see here this Khanam 1 is not been displayed. But in my demo project, if I just give here K, submit, and here you can see I have only 1K, but still this data is getting displayed. But here I am not getting this data, okay, this entire data, I am not getting this ID number 6 data. So for that, we are going to use like operator. I'll just remove this ID like, and here I'm just going to use, instead of writing like this, I'll just write here percentage, and here I'll be writing percentage. Even if I have any letters before and after that, whatever I am searching, even that should be displayed. Okay, here using this like operator, I'm just telling that one. I'll just write here percentage, and here also I'm just going to write percentage, and also here I'm just going to change. I'll be writing this like operator percentage, and here I'll just write here percentage. I'll just close using single quotes here, and also here I'll just close. I'll save this. Now I'll just come to my project. I'll refresh this one. Now if I write Khanam search, you can see all the three data, wherever Khanam is getting matched, that data is been displayed to me. Okay, you can see that's all we have to write. First we are just checking the condition. If ID, okay, my ID like, okay, whatever I have before or after, it does not matter, but if this matches, you have to display that data. I'm just writing that condition. I'm just separating using OR operator. OR operator is either I can give this ID, or I can give this F name, or I can give this last name. Whatever I give, that data should be matched. If I just give here ID number 4, you can see Sanya I'm having. I'll just give here ID number 4. Search, I'll be getting this Sanya data here. If I just give here last name, suppose here I am having this last name SS11, I'll just give that one SS11, search, you can see I'm getting this last name, and all the data related to that, it will be displayed to me. Okay, now only thing we are left is, now when I click on this ID numbers, I should be redirected to this page, and here whatever first name I'm having here, okay, you can see a first name, whatever I am having here, that should be displayed, and it should be having welcome Riya, and whatever email is stored inside the database, I am just printing that one here. Okay, let's see how to do that one. Okay, now inside this search.php, here inside this table row where I am having, where my ID is getting displayed, here I'll just wrap inside anchor tag. I'll just copy this one, and here I'll be pasting that one, and here I'll just write anchor tag. I'll just close anchor tag, and here I'll just write here href, and inside this I'm just going to create one more file. I'll give my file name as searchdata.php. okay, and here I'll just close anchor tag, and this I'll just copy from here. I'll just cut, and here instead of this one I'll be pasting that td. I'll save this, and now if I just refresh this one, okay, I'll just come to my project. I'll refresh this. I'll just give Khanam search. I'm having this data. Now you can see it's href now. Now once I click on this ID number 6, you can see here I am redirected to search data.php. This object not found I am getting because I have not created that file. I'll just come here. I'll be creating that file, search data. I'll just give the correct spelling, search data.php. okay, whatever file name you are giving here, okay, this file name should be matching with this name, exact same name here. I'll just save this one. Now if I just refresh this one, you can see that error has gone, and I am redirected to this search.php file. Okay, now if you see here I am getting this data is equal to 19. Okay, you can see this ID number I am getting in this URL. Whatever ID Riya is having, that ID is been displayed here. But here I am not having any ID number, and if I just come back and if I hover on this, you can see below I am getting this ID number 18 and 19. But here in my project, I'll just come back. Now if I hover on this, I'm not getting any ID number. You can see I'm not getting any ID number. So for that, inside this one, okay, I'll just write here question mark. I'll give my parameter name as ID, and here I just want to concatenate this one. Whatever ID I'm just clicking, I'll just want to concatenate that, and here I'll be pasting that one. I'll just concatenate this one. I'll just write here dot. I'll save this. I'll just refresh once. Now I'll just give here Khanam search. Now whenever I hover, you can see below I'm getting the ID number 16, 21 and also 1 I'm getting. Now when I click on 1, you can see data is equal to 1. Okay, whichever data is having ID number 1, that data should be displayed here. Now I got this ID number 1. Now easily I can display that particular data here. I'll just come here. Now I'll just give it ID 16. You can see ID is equal to 16. And also if I just come here 21, you can see data is equal to 21. Okay, this is how we are going to get different data and we are going to display that data here. And this URL data we can access using get method. Okay, now we will see how to do that one. Now inside search.data, before that I'll just come here, I'll copy this Bootstrap CSS link, and here I'll just write this basic HTML template, and below this I'm just going to display that link. Here I'll just write here display search data. I'll save this, I'll just copy this path, and here in new tab I'm just going to paste the path here. I'll just remove this, I'll just write here localhost. I'll enter. You can see I'm having this title here, display search data, and here I'm having this data is equal to 21, and using this ID I'm going to access that data and I'll be displaying here. Okay, I'll just close this new tab. Now inside my body I'm just going to write this one PHP syntax, and before that I'll just connect to my database here. I'll just come here. Okay, you can connect directly here, you can directly write the code here below this, but I'm going to write here. I'll just write here PHP, and here I'll just close this PHP, and here I'll just write this include. I'll be writing this connect.php file. Okay. And inside this file I have just written the code to connect to my database. Now once I have included this one, now I can use this one. I'll just create one variable data, and here using this get method I just want to access this parameter data. Okay, this data whatever I'm having here, I just want to access this one. I'll just copy this, and here I'll be pasting that one. Okay, now this 21 will be stored inside this one. If I just do echo $data, I'll save this. Now if I just refresh this one, you can see this 21 is getting displayed here, which means that using this I have accessed that URL data and I have stored inside this variable. I'll just comment this one. Now below this I'm just going to write one SQL query. I'll just create one variable SQL, and inside this I'm just going to write this one select star from, I'll just write here star, select star. Star means I want to select all the data from my table name. Select star from, and my table name is, I'll just come here, I'll see my table name, I'll copy this table name, and here inside this backtick I'll be pasting that table name. Okay, select star from table name. I'll just give the condition where this is my column ID is equal to this particular ID. When it is equal to this ID, only that data should be displayed to me. Okay, you don't have to close in single quotes because this is ID, this is integer, so we don't have to close in single quotes or double quotes. You can directly write the variable name, and this what we are using, that is known as backticks. Now here I'm just going to execute this query. I'll just create one variable result. I'll just give here result, and you can give any variable name here. I'll just give here MySQLi query, and here I'm just going to pass this connection variable and also my query variable, connectivity and my query variable. Now here I'll just write this condition. If my query is executed successfully, I'll be coming inside this loop, and here I'll just fetch all the data from the database, and I need only one data. Okay, only this particular ID data I need, so I don't have to wrap inside while loop. Directly I'll create separate variable here. I'll just give my variable name as row, and inside this I'll be writing this one. I'll just write this method MySQLi fetch assoc, and here I'll just pass my result variable. Okay, this is going to fetch me all the data from the database of this ID. Now if I just give here echo, and here I'll be giving this $row, and I'll just give here name, fname. I'll save this. Now I'll just come, okay, I'll just refresh this one. Now you can see in this data, in this ID 21, I'm having the first name as Khanam, and that has been displayed to me. If I show you the database, you can see I'm having this Khanam, and that data is being displayed to me. If I just come back, I'll just come back. Now here I'll just click on 16. Okay, you can see I'm getting this Arzu, data number 16, I'm having the first name as Arzu. Okay, that has been displayed to me. Now I'll be displaying Jumbotron here instead of this. Okay, instead of displaying the name, I'll just display Jumbotron. Here I'll just create one div. Okay, here I'll be writing the code, and later on I'll just copy this one. I'll just create one div. I'll give the class name as container, And inside this container I'll just create one more div and I'll be using Jumbotron. Okay, these are Bootstrap classes, you don't have to worry. You can directly copy the Bootstrap Jumbotron and you can paste that one here. And here I'll just write h1. Okay, better I'll just come to Bootstrap. I'll just show you how to do that one. I'll just write here get Bootstrap. I'll just write get Bootstrap, and from here I'll just search for Jumbotron. Here you can see I'm having this Jumbotron. Just open this and copy whichever you want. Okay, here I'm having this one and here I'm having this. I'll just copy this, and instead of this one I'll just paste that one here. And from here I'm just going to remove this paragraph. I don't need this paragraph. And also instead of this I'll just write here back. I'll save this. Now if I show you the output here, you can see I'm having this output and here I'm having this data. Okay, now we are going to fix this one. Okay, because in my URL you can see I don't have any data, so I'm getting this data. Once I click on this particular ID number, then this error will go. Okay, this notice will go from here. Now here we are just going to, I'll just copy this entire div from here. I'll just cut from here, and inside this echo I'll be pasting that one. Now here instead of this hello world, I want name should be displayed, so I'll just concatenate this one. I'll be writing here $row. Okay, you can create separate variable for this. I'll just write f name here. I'll just concatenate, and here I'm just going to pass f name. Okay, you can also give L name, it's completely depend on you. I'll just remove this, and here I'll be writing your email ID is. Here I just want to fetch email. I'll just write here row, and here I just want to concatenate. I'll just write row. I'll give email. I'll close this. I'll just write here $. Okay, now I'm just fetching my first name, email. I'll save this. Now I'll just come back. I'll just come to search. I'll just refresh once, and here I'll just give here I'll just search here. I'll just give here Ritu. I'll just give Ritu. Search, and I'm having this to Ritu. Okay, this data has been matched and this data has been displayed to me. Now when I click on 15, you can see I'm getting this data Ritu and your email ID is. Okay, you can give any styles. Okay, for my this one, for my h1 I'll just give the class name. I'll just give here text. Okay, these are Bootstrap classes, you don't have to by heart this one, you can just refer that one. And also I'll just give text success, which will display the text in green color. And here also I'm just going to give text center. I'll copy this, and here I'll be pasting that one, and I'll just give here text danger. Okay, which will be displaying in red color. And for my button I'll just give here dark, and inside this href I'll just give my search file, search.php. I'll save this. Now if I just show you the output, you can see I'm having this data Ritu, your email ID is, and when I click on this back I'll be redirected to this page. I'll search Khanam, search, I'll click on this, you can see Arzu, and your email ID is whatever email ID I'm having for Arzu, that will be displayed. You can see for Arzu I'm having this khanam11@gmail.com, and that email ID is displayed. And here I am getting this undefined data because in my URL you can see, okay, I am not having this data parameter, that is why I am getting this notice. I'll just close this one. Now here in my URL you can see I am having this data, so I am not getting that notice here. Now here if I just click on Ria, you can see I'll be getting welcome Ria, and okay, I'll just come to my project here. I'll just come back. Now here I'll just write Sita. I'll just come here. I'll be searching for Sita. Search. Here I have this Sita data. When I click on this, you can see I'll be having this. I'll just click on this. You can see I'm having this Sita. Your email ID is sita@gmail.com. When I click on back, I'll be redirected to this page. Okay, this is how we are going to search the data from the database, and using that data we can display the username, and you can display the email. Okay, you can display anything whatever you need. Okay, you can display email, mobile, this whatever you have here, you can just display inside this table and you can get the data. Okay, that's all for today's tutorial. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day.